Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So all you're going to need is a foundation of your choice. Any foundation. I'm just using the one by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I have my moisturizing lotion. Mine just happens to be moisturizer and primer, which is even better. But all you're going to do is take a little bit of your moisturizer and just put some dots around your face. I just usually do 4. Alright, and then I'm just going to take my foundation and put a little dot right next to the small pieces of moisturizer that I put on my face. I'm not really putting a whole lot. It's just really liquidy, so it looks like a lot. And then after that, I'm just going to take my fingers, which are washed by the way, and I'm just going to rub them two together. So this is the way that I make my, I guess you would call it, tinted moisturizer. I also have one by Clinique, but whenever I run out of that, I just make my own with some moisturizer and some foundation. And then once it's all nicely together, I just pat some of it around my face, around my nose, my lips, my eyes, just to spread it all around my face. Alright, and then I go ahead and take my brush and just blend everything out. Now because we made our own tinted moisturizer with the foundation and moisturizer, it's going to be very skin-like, so it's not going to be anything too heavy. But that's what makes this a natural look. So it won't look like you have tons of foundation on, but you will still be able to see like maybe little bumps or things that you have because it is a natural look. Then I go ahead and just grab my concealer, nothing that's too bright because we got to remember this is natural, but that is just the LA Girl concealer in Beautiful Bronze. So I just put a little bit under my eyes, and then after I do that, I will just blend it out. Alright, so I'm just taking a dense foundation brush, I guess you would call it, and just pat everything in nicely so it's in there and so that everything's all blended out. Next, I take my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder in the color Coffee, and I'm just going to set my under eyes. Now when I set my eyes, I'm not doing the whole bacon situation. I'm just getting enough on there so I can set the areas that I do have concealer, and I do go over my eyelids as well. Once everything is all nice and set, we're going to go ahead and move on to brows. Now the reason why I didn't do my brows before the tinted moisturizer was because I wanted it to be really natural. I didn't want any harsh lines from concealer or anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill my brows in. This is just a regular brow pomade. I think it's called Ardell pomade. Once the brows are filled in, I'm going to go ahead and use my little trick, which is using Got2b glue, the gel. So with that, it makes my eyebrows last or like stay down for about 24 hours, which is amazing. So even if you're using concealer or you're doing a full face of makeup, this helps as well. It kind of works as eyebrow gel. But yeah, I'm just going to put a little bit on my brows, and then once I do that, I'm going to take my eyebrow brush and I'm going to brush them up and kind of like shape how I would want them to look even though we're not using concealer. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take the Studio Fix powder from MAC in NW55. And this is where I just set all the other areas of my face where I didn't put the setting powder at. Next, we're going to use highlight, and I'm just using Gold Deposit by MAC. Now, I'm definitely using just a little bit because I always feel like, should I really have highlight on if this is a natural look? But then again, sometimes it might make you glow. But anyway, I just put a little bit. I'm pretty sure you can barely see it, but in person it's noticeable, just probably not on camera. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and get to lashes. Now, I got these lashes online from Amazon. They were 50 lashes for $10. At first, I was like, girl, what? But then I put them on and I was like, okay, these are really good for an everyday natural lash situation. But anyway, I'm just gonna put glue on the lashes and then let them sit for more than 60 seconds. I don't know who said 60 seconds was the time, but I feel like I need a little bit more for it to get tacky. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and just grab our mirror to put the lashes on. So I like to look down and then just place the lashes right on top of my lash line. And because I have curly lashes, this is sometimes a little harder than maybe what it should be. But I kind of work with what I have, and then I make sure to place it as close to my lash line first. And then I go back and push the lashes together. So I just press my lashes and the false lashes together just to make sure that there's no gap in between, because sometimes I see people with space in between their lash and the false lashes and I'm like, wow, did you not see that? But anyway, yeah, just press them down together so that you can't see any space between your lash and the false ones. Next, I take a dark black eyeliner and I just like to line my waterline on my bottom lash line because my eyes are smaller, so I feel like they kind of make my eyes pop a little bit. Alright, so here comes the artificial beauty mark. I wish I've always had one, like I've always wanted one, so I kind of just put it there sometimes. Alright, so next is the lips, and I'm just going to do the clear gloss and dark lip liner combo, both of which are from the beauty supply store and both of which were $1.50 each, so really cheap. And gloss definitely has your lips moisturized for a longer period of time than chapstick does, in my opinion. Alright, next I'm just going to take this Giorgio Armani liquid blush, but instead of using it for blush, I put it on my lips. I feel like it's a really good like lip tint, and it makes the lips look real juicy because we don't want a dry lip, we want a juicy lip, you know? And I don't really wear blush, so I don't really have use for that right now. And last but not least, just some setting spray. Now this is the NYX matte setting spray because the moisturizer is very moisturizing and makes you look dewy, so I kind of use that to balance it out. And this is it, y'all, your dewy, kind of, sort of, not really, but very natural. You can go to the mall, to the movies, to go meet your boyfriend, to get your oil change. You can do a lot of things with this. But we are in quarantine, so please stay home. Thanks. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed seeing how to get this natural everyday look. You can go to the mall with this. You can run errands with this. Real natural, not too much. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next one. And last but not least, don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you know when I post a new video. See you in my next one. Bye.